Good morning. We'll give just a moment to clear the waiting room. Good morning. This is the voting hearing of the licensing board for the city of Boston. Today is Thursday, August 1st, 2024. This morning's hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the city of Boston's website. While the public is encouraged to attend, there will be no additional testimony accepted this morning. We'll begin with the license premise inspection hearing, which occurred on Tuesday, July 30th, 2024. Item number 1, GTI Properties, Inc., doing business as the Power Station, located at 530 Harrison Ave in Roxbury, dated the incident May 7th, 2024. Over serving guests in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, disturbance of the peace in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and large crowd outside in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
Thanks, Danny. I asked a bunch of questions on Tuesday to figure out who ultimately made the decisions on this particular day for this particular event. It's a complicated premise. The landlord holds a license as a caterer that's responsible for the day of events, a sales team who books the events. That being said, at the end of the day, who booked the license? It's not just who booked the license, but the licensee themselves who's responsible for what happens at any given event. All that being said, I don't see a violation here.
Yeah, there was concerning stuff, but I just didn't think we had enough to get to a violation. I mean, you made a lot of points. I think they heard you. I don't know if we need to put it in writing or not, but you know, I don't even know if that's necessary, but it's a thought.
Yeah, I agree.
No violation. Chairman Joyce, would you like there to be correspondence or?
I would like correspondence just to underline for them my line of questioning. I think it was unclear why I was asking those questions.
Great. It's just clarifying the responsibility of the licensee and the relationship with the management entity.
Yes, please.
No violation. Correspondence from the board. Item number 2, Game On Fenway LLC, doing business as Game On Sports Cafe, located at 72 to 82 Lansdowne Street. Date of the incident, May 18th, 2024. Assault and battery. This was misnoticed, but it was an employee on patron in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
We received a lot of video. We received a narrative from the licensee walking us through the video. Based upon what I observed, I do not see a violation.
I agree.
I agree as well.
No violation. Item number 3, BHC Corporation General Partner, doing business as Club Cafe, located at 209 Columbus Ave, date of the incident May 19th, 2024. Assault and battery, employee on patron in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I'd like to defer our vote on this. We received a lot of video and a very lengthy letter from the licensee about 5 minutes before the hearing started. Due to my schedule, I have not been able to spend enough time reviewing the video.
I agree.
Deferred to next week's voting hearing, or?
Yes, that'd be fine.
Deferred to August 8th. Item number 4, K&K Restaurant Group, Inc., doing business as Estella, located at 49 Temple Place. Date of the incident, May 13th, 2024. Assault and battery, patron on patron in front of premise in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. And assault and battery, patron on police officer in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13D.
I'd like to defer this vote as well as we wait upon video.
Yes.
Also deferred. Item number 5, The Next Place LLC, doing business as The Greatest Bar, located at 262 to 266 Brenda Street. Date of the incident, April 21st, 2024. Overcrowding on the second floor, 122 mechanical count, capacity 100 in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.03J and 1.06A and F.
I'm going to note on the record that the licensee was cooperative and immediately brought the premise into compliance. However, this board has taken a very strict look at these overcapacity issues recently. This was a Celtics playoff game. This is not a foreseeable situation. There were multiple floors. I can definitely see how this happened. The 20 people from upstairs trickled downstairs, but I think they need to put measures in place to prevent that. That being said, I see a violation, and my vote would just be for a written warning.
I agree.
Agree as well.
Violation with a warning. Item number 6, Arguedas Corporation located at 30 Bennington Street in East Boston, date of the incident May 12th, 2024. Bottle service violation in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
I vote for violation.
I agree.
I agree as well.
I would suggest a warning and that the licensee post the notice that they submitted to us in a conspicuous place throughout the license premise.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Violation with a warning, and the licensee is to post notice that bottle service is not permitted on the premise. Moving on to the transactional hearing, which occurred yesterday, Wednesday, July 31st, 2024. Item number 1, Chip Newbury LLC doing business as Chip City located at 316 Newbury Street. Has applied for a common victualler license. Manager Theodore Galis, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item number 2, Duffy Enterprises, Inc. doing business as Domino's number 3797, located at 1514 Blue Hill Ave in Mattapan. Has petitioned to change the closing hour of the licensed business to 2 a.m. Sunday through Wednesday and 3 a.m. Thursday through Saturday.
I vote to approve, and I would vote to put the 2 conditions on the face of the license. The one having to do with no in-person orders after midnight and no cash after midnight.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Granted with conditions of no in-person sales and no cash transactions after 12 a.m. Item number 3, 280 Friend Street Fee LLC doing business as Hotel Indigo Boston, located at 280 Friend Street. Has petitioned to change the manager to Patrick Strong.
I vote to approve Mr. Strong as manager of record. I believe he has the appropriate character and fitness to serve.
I agree.
I agree.
And Danny, this will allow it, we'll send the management agreement up to the ABCC now that we've previously approved.
That's right, we were holding the management agreement until this had been approved, so we can send both up together.
Okay.
Item number 4, Barcelona South End LLC doing business as Barcelona, located at 525 Tremont Street. Has petitioned to change the manager to Brandon Cartagena.
I vote to approve Mr. Cartagena as manager of record.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 5, Italy Boston LLC doing business as Italy, located at 800 Boylston Street. Has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, LLC managers.
I vote to approve the changes requested.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Thank you. Item 6, Cantina LLC doing business as Cantina, located at 800 Boylston Street. Has petitioned for actually the same change of officers, directors, LLC managers as item 5.
I vote to approve the changes requested.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item 7, Broken Records Beer Hall LLC doing business as Broken Records Beer Hall, located at 81 to 85 Guest Street in Brighton. Has petitioned for a change of LLC managers.
I vote to approve the changes requested.
I agree.
As well.
Item 8, Cami 1974 Corporation doing business as Melodias, located at 1045 Saratoga Street in East Boston. Has petitioned to pledge the license to Eastern Bank.
I vote to approve the pledge.
I agree.
Agree as well.
Item 9, Foundation Kitchen LLC doing business as Foundation Kitchen, located at 32 Cambridge Street in Charlestown. Has petitioned for the approval of a management agreement between Foundation Kitchen LLC and Post and Beam South Brewing LLC.
I vote to approve the management agreement.
I agree.
As well.
Item 10, TS Lodging Food and Beverage LLC doing business as Moxie Hotel, located at 240 Tremont Street. Has petitioned for the approval of a management agreement between TS Lodging Food and Beverage LLC and CFH 240 Tremont Street LLC. And has petitioned to change the manager to Vincent Polcari.
I vote to approve the management agreement and to approve Mr. Polcari as manager of record.
I agree.
Agree.
Item 11, Ena Liquors Inc. doing business as Brothers Super Liquors, located at 213 Bowden Street in Dorchester. Has petitioned to change the manager to Nelson Fernandez. Has petitioned to change the DBA to Brothers Wines and Spirits. Has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, and also for a change of stock interest.
I vote to approve Mr. Fernandez as manager of record, and I vote to approve the other changes as requested.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 12, Mirage Charcoal Kebab Inc., doing business as Zen Restaurant located at 21A Beacon Street, has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, and a change of stock interest.
I vote to approve the changes requested.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item 13, Rafael E. Veras individual, doing business as Latino Restaurant located at 302 Center Street in Jamaica Plain, has petitioned to change the classification of its license to wines, malt beverages, and liqueurs, and has petitioned to change the closing hour of the licensed business to 1 a.m.
I vote to approve the change of classification and to approve the change in closing hours.
I agree.
Agree as well.
Item 14, S&A P12 Hospitality LLC located at 1001 Boylston Street has petitioned to transfer the license business to Cruise Hospitality LLC, doing business as Avra at the same location. Nicolas Tsoulos, manager, closing hour 2 a.m. and has also petitioned to update the description to in building located at 1001 Boylston Street, aka 400 Newbury Street. Main entry on lower level, on second level consisting of one large room with various dining areas, service bar and seated bar, and 3 private dining rooms, kitchen, storage, office space, and restrooms located on second level, together with seasonal outdoor patio on private property with 50 seats and 12 a.m. patio closing hour, with an interior closing hour of 2 a.m.
Thanks, Danny. I vote to approve Mr. Soulos as manager of record. I believe he has the appropriate character and fitness to serve. I also vote to approve the transfer and the updated description.
I agree.
As well.
Item 15, 552 Tremont LLC, doing business as The Butcher Shop located at 552 Tremont Street in Roxbury, has petitioned to transfer the licensed business to PAG Tremont 552 LLC at the same location. Edwin Preciado, manager, 1 a.m. closing hour.
I vote to approve the transfer and to approve Mr. Preciado as manager of record.
I agree.
As well.
Item 16, ACNEP LLC, doing business as Dorset Hall, located at 367 to 371 Neponset Ave in Dorchester, has petitioned to transfer the license to Moville Inc., doing business as McGonagall's at the same location. Elizabeth Adele McCarthy, manager, 2 a.m. closing hour, has also petitioned to update the description of the premise to approximately 7,873 square feet over 2 levels of a shared building complex with 2 entrances, exits, 1,970 square foot upper level with combined dining bar seating for 97 and 2 restrooms, 2,975 square foot lower level with seating for 138, and a separate bar with seating for 20, as well as 2 additional restrooms, kitchen and storage in the basement consisting of 2,928 square feet. And finally, has also petitioned to pledge the license to Northern Bank and Trust Company.
I vote to approve the transfer. I vote to approve Ms. McCarthy as manager of record. I also vote to approve the updated description and the pledge.
I agree.
I agree to all.
Item 17, Rye Guy LLC, doing business as the Emery located at 21 Beacon Street, has petitioned to transfer the license to Taco Azul Boston LLC, doing business as Taco Azul at the same location. Daniel Leva, manager, 2 a.m. closing hour. Has also petitioned to update the description to 21 Beacon Street is a current restaurant space, is a 3,500 square foot restaurant space with a ground floor and basement with an opening hour of 11 a.m. and a closing hour of 2 a.m. Ground floor includes a dining area with approximately 20 tables, with seating for approximately 65 people, a bar with seating for 10, a kitchen, storage, and 1 unisex restroom. The basement has 2 unisex restrooms and a separate enclosed space for storage and prep only. Space also includes a 1,000 square foot annual outdoor patio on private property, with seating for 45 people and a closing hour of 11 p.m. And finally, has applied to pledge the license to Webster Bank National Association.
I vote to approve the transfer. I vote to approve Mr. Lever as manager of record. I vote to approve the updated description and the pledge.
I agree.
Agree to all.
Item 18, East Coast Eats Inc., doing business as Silvertone Bar and Grill, located at 69 Bromfield Street, has petitioned to transfer the license and location to 10 World Trade LHI LLC, located at 10 World Trade Center Ave. John Hines IV, manager, a 2 a.m. indoor closing hour and a 2 a.m. outdoor closing hour.
I vote to approve the transfer. I vote to approve Mr. Hines as manager of record. Those are the only two changes requested in the application today, right?
That's correct.
And should this be approved, they testified that Mr. Hines would be a placeholder manager of record until they had a management agreement in place. So I would ask that they come back, or that they go through the community process once the final concept and manager of record is put into place.
I agree across the board.
I agree.
So granted, and any subsequent transfer or management agreement would require a community process. Is that
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Thank you. Item number 19, G&V Ice Cream and Sub Inc. doing business as Don't Tell Auntie, located at 1122 Boylston Street, has petitioned to transfer the license and location to Early Monsoon LLC, doing business as Don't Tell Auntie, located at 1080 Boylston Street. Neeral Patel, manager, 2 a.m. closing hour with an 11 p.m. patio closing hour, and has also petitioned to pledge the license and inventory to Rockland Trust Company.
My notes said we've already approved this. Is this the transfer we already approved or the manager of record?
We had approved the transfer to the location it is currently last year. This is now they're applying to move essentially down the street.
Okay. Thanks. So I vote to approve the transfer right down the street. I vote to approve Mr. Patel as manager of record, and I vote to approve the pledge.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Thank you. Item 20, DJ's Market, doing business as DJ's Market, located at 120 Boston Street in Dorchester, has applied for a retail package store wines and malt beverages license. Manager Alina Morris, closing at time 6 p.m.
I vote to approve the application for a retail package store beer and wine license at this location. I vote to approve Ms. Morris as manager of record. Getting a public need, the testimony at the hearing the other day was that these would be specialty offerings that would complement other things in the neighborhood. They would not sell single serving beers. They promised that there would be, if there was any changes to the floor plan, they would come back. I'm satisfied that they're not going to be substituting alcohol for groceries that the neighborhood the neighborhood is able to get at this location. So for all of those reasons together, my vote would be to approve this application.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Petition is granted. Chairman Joyce, do you want the no singles and the change in floor plan to be reflected as conditions, or?
Yes, and Danny, I'd like to make a note on the face of the license that they have to have the floor plan available for inspection. And the reason is that when our inspectors go out, I want them to be able to know exactly where beer and wine is in case there's some sort of a slow expansion of that we're notified.
Great, so it sounds like the application is granted with conditions, no singles, no change in the submitted floor plan without approval by the board, and also that the floor plan must be available for inspection at all times.
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Item number 21, Ghent Catering LLC, doing business as From Scratch, located at 2 Tremont Street in Brighton, has applied for a common victualler 7-day all alcoholic beverages license. Genshin Economy manager, closing time 10 p.m.
I would vote to approve this application should a license become available that this applicant qualifies for. I think they established public need. This is a concept we don't always see. It only has 16 people in one of the neighborhoods of Austin, offering you know, a real sit-down dinner destination for these residents. I also vote to approve Mr. Economy as manager of record. I believe he has the appropriate character and fitness to serve.
I did have reservations about its size, but considering the competing interests of the need for these types of licenses in the outer neighborhoods, I weighed on the side of saying yes, but I just kind of wanted to express that, you know, Normally I would be a little hesitant about a place this small with it all alcohol beverages licenses. I prefer them to be used by something with a little more capacity. But, you know, I think the need in the outer neighborhood is just so great that I would go on the side of yes right now.
I agree with granting.
Right, as granted pending the availability of a license for which they qualify. Moving on to non-hearing transactions, the following are applying for a new common victular license at a previously licensed location. Item 1, Mochi Nut Chinatown Inc. doing business as Uncle Tetsu, located at 19 Hudson Street, manager Bozan Yang, hours of operation 8 AM to 12 AM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 2, Happy Cactus LLC doing business as Tropical Smoothie and Cafe, located at 1122 Boylston Street, manager Kushik Babu Koganti, hours of operation 7 AM to 11 PM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item 3, 85 Harvard Ave LLC doing business as Tofu Story, located at 85 Harvard Ave in Alston. Manager Benny Quang, hours of operation 10 AM to 11:30 PM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item 4, Lakon Brighton LLC doing business as Lakon Paris Patisserie, located at 407 Washington Street in Brighton. Manager Anthony Grossi, hours of operation 7 AM to 7 PM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item 5, Mahili Inc. doing business as Al's State Street Cafe, located at 114 State Street. Manager Sirkso Mahili, hours of operation 10:30 AM to 3 PM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 6, Mahili Inc. doing business as Al's South Street Cafe, located at 179 to 185 Essex Street. Manager Sirkso Mahili, hours of operation 10:30 AM to 3 PM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
And item 7, Ego Ventures LLC doing business as Oliveira's Express, located at 204 Cambridge Street. Manager Edilson Oliveira, hours of operation 10 AM to 11 PM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Following have applied to make changes to their existing common victular license. Item 1, Anna Mo LLC doing business as Cafe Quattro, located at 817 Harrison Ave in Roxbury, has applied to change the DBA to Becca's Kitchen.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree. I lose my mouse sometimes.
No worries, we got you. Thank you. And item number 2, Trio MLP Corporation doing business as 180 Cafe, located at 21 to 23 Edinburgh Street, has petitioned to change the manager to Wenfang Huang.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Following have applied for one-day amendments to their existing licenses. Item number 1, Timeout Market Boston LLC, doing business as Timeout Market, located at 401 Park Drive, has applied to extend their license to include the lawn off their patio for movie nights on August 5th, 12th, 19th, and 25th from 6 PM to 10 PM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 2, American Craft Brewery LLC, doing business as Samuel Adams Tap Room, located at 60 State Street, has applied to extend their license to include a contiguous space next to the tap room outside of Faneuil Hall for a wholesalers weekend corporate event. This is a private event on August 10th from 9 AM to 1 PM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item 3, Notch Brighton Tap Room LLC, located at 1420 to 1440 Soldiers Field Road in Brighton, has applied to extend their license to include the courtyard from the Notch Beer Garden for a baby shower on August 17th from 12 PM to 5 PM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item 4, also same licensee, Notch Brighton Tap Room LLC, located at 1420 to 1440 Soldiers Field Road in Brighton, has applied to extend their license to include Garage B and the walkway between Notch Brighton Tap Room and Garage B for a memorial service on August 3rd from 12 PM to 10:30 PM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
And item 5, the Catered Affair Inc., doing business as the Catered Affair at 700 Boylston Street, Boston Public Library, has applied for an extension of their hours for a wedding on August 17th to end their license at 2 AM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
The board has before them a list of applications for one-day alcoholic beverages license, which have been administratively reviewed by staff and approved by the board. And on old and new business, we have two items, one for acknowledgement, one for a vote. Item number one to be acknowledged, the board is in receipt of a release of pledge of license and security held by an individual, Lazaro Oriana, releasing the pledge held on CAMI 1975 Corporation doing business as Melodias at 1045 Saratoga Street in East Boston.
Acknowledge.
Thank you. And item number two for a vote. The board had deferred this transactional item to evaluate the public need of a license at this location. Tandav Corporation doing business as Old Harbor Market located at 334 East 8th Street in South Boston has applied for a retail package store wines and malt beverages license. Manager Devyani Patel, closing time 9 p.m.
Thanks. I had requested some extra time so I could take a look at all of the retail licenses in this zip code, which I know is a neighborhood consisting of, I don't know what you'd call them, smaller neighborhoods within the larger South Boston area. The applicant testified that it's under new ownership. It's a true neighborhood market that offers everything from organic food to household items to you know, all sorts of beverages right now, non-alcoholic, and that their plan would be to offer craft beer and a variety of wines within a certain dollar amount. Taking a look at the neighborhood as a whole and this very specific vicinity, I do see that they met the definition of public need for this type of application. I am cautious as we move forward and receive additional applications for similar types of things, but the attorney and the applicant was able to differentiate themselves from the other applications we received. I did dig into the testimony. I did dig into the other applications in the area. There was overwhelming support. We had a petition with over 101 signatures. The district city council and the state senator both weighed in with their support. This is an operator that I think understands the responsibilities that come with adding beer and wine to his location. They've agreed to, I think my notes are, they're gonna have an ID machine and they're not gonna sell single serving beers. I think the emphasis on local brands is an attractive offering to the neighborhood. And they're not getting rid of any of the foods and other things, like I said before. So all of those things together, I do think they meet the definition of public need, and my vote would be to approve.
I agree with all your points. I've been skeptical, not only of this application, but even the couple before. What really swayed me was, you know, I would have been listening to, you know, arguments in opposition, but there just haven't been any. And without the weight of something specific like that, I don't think I have enough just on what I'm seeing to, you know, of my own volition go against this one. So even though I feel like it's close, I think it's a yes. Are we gonna do the same kind of floor plan requirement and come back if they're gonna change and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, if this was approved by us, I was gonna ask to put that on the face of the license. And just to get on the record, why is that when our inspectors go out, I want them to be able to pull that floor plan and make sure that this isn't creeping into something more than they testified they were gonna have at the hearing.
Everything makes sense. I approve.
So granted, it sounds like we're, Chairman Joyce, are we adding the conditions for no singles and the no change in floor plan without board approval? As
Yes.
well as asking them to have the floor plan in place at all times for inspections. Great, then it is approved with the conditions just mentioned. Those are all the items before the board today that will adjourn this hearing. Thank you all and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.